Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we have a very interesting news to render this time around. It's actually Nigerians are torn between two lines, and it's quite generating a lot of opinions on social media. And we'd like to share it with you. What's going to be your opinion over this? And over time, the revolution now convener had been demanding that Nigeria should come out and let there be some sort of protest that would, bring some sort of revolution and a change in governance and take away corruption and bad governance and bad leadership so that Nigeria can be a better place. But over time, events are beginning to, override such, and Nigerians are beginning to look at insecurity in a different dimension. And of course, it has generated a lot of reaction. Of course, Omoyele Sowore is beginning now to align and is asking questions. And I feel I should ask you the same question. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what it is, Omoyele Sowore is asking Nigerians, is actually telling Nigerians to do. If we must get it right, then we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Omoyele Sowore, the publisher of the Sowore Reporters and a convener of the Revolution Now Revolution Now campaign, has stated that a revolution must take place first before Nigeria is divided into factions. Sowore made the remark while speaking at a program titled "A New Nigeria is Possible" in Abuja on Friday. According to the former presidential candidate, the Oduduwa and Biafra Republic will fail unless there is a revolt first, because the same leaders who ruined Nigeria will seize power in the new republics. Honestly, I won't lie to you. In this one, I agree with Timo, but we'll find out in our analysis. Let's just continue with the news. Nigerians started agitating for new republics out of anger, according to Sowore, but they should never assume that their lives will be better in Oduduwa and Biafra republics headed by the same people. He also said that Nigerians honor bad leaders who have destroyed the country and that the roads are named after past leaders who have destroyed the country. He also said that one of them had recently been appointed to a high-ranking role at the World Trade. Excuse me. He didn't mention the person's name. However, the Nigerian that got that top job at WTO is Dr. Omoyele. That is one of the, and this Nigerian is doing Nigeria proud. It's bringing Nigeria's name to a limelight for a good cause. I can't remember the last time Nigeria as a country had some good news coming out of it, apart from, of course, the likes of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Tiwa Savage, Davido, and the rest, doing us proud in the music industry. A handful really here and there doing us proud. But the question is, in the political terrain, in a financial terrain, political terrain, how many of us are doing us proud? Come on, give it to her. She's done well for herself. A woman and attaining to that glorious position. Please, let's give her some respect. Honestly, I respect her a great deal. Let's continue anyway. Nigerians have responded to Sowore's comment in several ways, as seen, and we're going to take some of the cross section of some of the responses of Nigerians over what Omoyele Sowore has said, and of course we'll look at it very critically. Whether look at the pros and the cons, and then eventually take our standpoint, and of course we'll look at our comment section, we'll interact what to take. But let's look at what Nigerians are saying generally. So he has said, very sound and nice idea. Let there be revolution first. Let us see the end of these evil politicians that had held us down and in captivity for a long time before we breathe the fresh air of a new world. But whichever comes first, I stand for any of them. This one is saying, so after revolution, which might take years, then you begin the breakup process another number of years. Bros, even you by then go don't tire. This one here say, my dear Sowore, one thing you must know, that without Biafrans there can never be anything like revolution. You must first fight to join Biafran together with your people, and then never allow what happened during NSAS to repeat. Never blame any part then comes. Mr. Man, there is no time for revolution. Let's go straight to the point. Let's break this country up. No time to check time again. We move. Nigeria must fall. Our goal for 2021, no going back, non-negotiable. This one here say, they look you and they laugh. Well, I know you don't know anything about this, but your dad can testify to it. Go and ask Rwanda, Libya, and recently Ethiopia. Never well until now well. He's talking about breaking up the country. Let's continue though. This man won't rest with this is revolution. Revolution or no revolution. Once Nigeria is divided, every part will decide what to do. Now this revolution keep you till Sunday Igboho, the lion himself, overtake you and make prominent impact on Yoruba people. Herbalist. All right. Let's look at this very critically. Omoyele already have raised the point. A lot of Nigerians are speaking their minds. Some persons are saying which way. But one thing is certain: people are talking. Is saying revolution may take a number of years, and there's some persons at some point to get tired because of the same set of corruption, same set of leadership, and like I remember those days. Somebody said that when we were growing up, they would tell us the future belongs to the youth, and then tomorrow that the youth are the future leaders. Some of us, like one young man, so some of us are now having gray hair, and the future is still till tomorrow. The old people who told us the future is yours, they are still holding on to power. So when will the youth become the future? The future ought to be now. The yesterday should be the today's future, but today nothing has changed, and that's what people are telling Omoyele Sowore. The revolution, calling for revolution before the breakup looks unrealistic. But then let's look at it again from the point of Omoyele Sowore. Remember, if there is a breakup, like everybody's agitating, almost everybody shouting because of insecurity, secession cry here and there, want to have a Oduduwa Republic, want to have Biafra restoration, and all that, and that comes to pass by virtue of position and money gotten over the years in political power, they can actually position themselves in these new republics. Look, Benjamin, money chase makes the world go round. Even if you say we don't want them, we don't want, they are corrupt, by the time a few money goes into the hands of a few people, they will be the one to champion the cause and say why they should be the one that they have tested leadership. Let's test them first. The money will change voices. Money will begin to change the mind of people, especially when they impoverish everyone. So by the time they give you few Benjamin, few money, you will begin to sing a different tone. Okay, so with the monies they've probably gotten from the then whatever country that were coming out from to a new country, then eventually you now find out that it's still going to be the circling of the corrupt leaders. Some persons are saying that's not going to be possible. If you couldn't do it now, if you couldn't, cut it in the nerve now, if you couldn't stop them from corruption now, if you couldn't bring them to book now, what makes you think that in the new republic you can bring them to book? They will, as they are watching and seeing how the terrain is going, they will possibly be positioning themselves. So, like Omoyele Sowore said, how that is up to you really, because we're looking at the pros and the cons. Are you of the opinion that, like Omoyele Sowore will say, let's bring all corrupt leaders to book and then let justice prevail? Then eventually we'll go. Or do you think we should just go our separate ways? All right, let me see in our comment section. What's your take? Where's your stand?